if you were in either of my second grade classes, you'll know that I am an absolute expert in repeating myself. So it is no surprise that Sweetwater and MXR pedals decided to let me take this new clone looper for a spin. We're also giving away one of these pedals, so all you have to do is click the link below, and it'll sign you up for a giveaway, which I will announce in a week from now, right? And I just kind of want to talk about how to use a looper pedal, why this one is unique, and then give you some kind of exercises to go through, all right? So at face value, really simple. Any looper pedal kind of works in a very similar way, just captures a piece of your playing. So the number one tip I can give you for starting to work with a looper pedal is to take a chord progression. Like we're just going to take like a E minor, D, C progression that we're going to loop, okay? Instead of starting it, hitting the record button right here, right when you start playing, go through it once. So then maybe the second time. That'll give you a much, much cleaner loop. Sounds pretty good, right? So then really you can overdub that by hitting the red button right here, or you can just start and stop it like that, right? So we'll talk about what you can do with a loop like that in a second, but I want to talk about some of the features that really make this the best looper pedal for the price range that it's in, because it's solid and it has this expression pedal output right here, okay? So aside from being a great practice tool, looper pedals are also like a fantastic just kind of tool for sound live, all right? Now you may have seen like live loopers before. I've featured a couple of them on my channel, and they're really great shows, but there is an abruptness to the starting and stopping of the sound going through. The really cool thing about this specifically right here is you can hook this up to an expression pedal and use it as a volume control. So let's say you have something playing, you can actually decrease the volume and bring it back in with an expression pedal, okay? There's a couple different things you can do with this that I'll talk about in a second, but I think that is an absolutely incredible idea that I wish every single looper pedal ever made had, because you can kind of blend sounds in and out. Another thing that's really great about this one is a lot of times if I want to stop this loop, right, I can't just stop it in the middle. I have to hold this and then it stops abruptly. The great thing is if the loop isn't playing, like if we have like another quick loop like I just want to have something there. If it's stopped and it's not playing, I have to start the loop again to erase it. But the nice thing about this is all you have to do is push this knob, the volume knob actually, you can push it and then hold it and then hit that and it silently erases it. So that's another really cool feature that it has, okay? So this volume knob right here can also be pushed and held. Now, when the expression pedal is plugged in, the volume knob actually doesn't matter as far as like the volume goes. Anyways, one really cool exercise that you could do, let's go back to that original loop that I just had, which is like an E minor, D, C, okay? So let's get that loop down again. Okay, so we have that, right? And then let me just kind of like take it out real quick. What do you practice over that? Is a great question. Now, there's a million different ways you can do that. The first thing we're going to do is just do something in the E minor pentatonic scale. Really the easiest scale that anybody could ever pick to do something with. You could play in open position, open 3, open 2, open 2, open 2, open 3, open 3. Right? We can kind of blend it back in at whatever volume you want. You could bring it down a little bit so you can kind of hear your lead playing more. Right? Or if you're on specifically an electric guitar, you can go a little higher up and play the exact same thing, but an octave higher. So now we have 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. Any progression you want to come up with in the key of E minor, the key of G, same thing, is always going to sound good with the E minor pentatonic thing over it. So once you have those chords looped, E minor, D, C, however you want to play them, you can play open E minor, D, C, if you want. Anything in that higher register, pentatonic is going to sound great. So another really cool feature about this is you can actually use it as more of a sound manipulation device, as certain pedals do. So again, let's erase that. You can see the real easy way to just hold and press the record dub button is how you erase it, but keep in mind it's going to start the loop again, so you can hear it for a second before it erases, as compared to holding the volume knob and then hitting the record thing. So let's just kind of have maybe just a big D major 7 chord or something, right? So I'm just going to leave a lot of space. I'm not even going to do this on time. I'm going to hit the loop, and then I'm going to close it. Right? So now I just have this kind of thing droning on and on. By itself, it really isn't that musical, but what you can do is you can actually press and hold the volume knob, and then the reverse thing comes on. And then now you hear the same loop, but you hear it backwards, okay? So, there's a million different things you can do with this, especially when you combine it with other pedals, maybe even like a drum machine or any kind of sampler. Another cool thing, that if you press the button once, it takes the speed and it cuts it in half. So now we're kind of using it as almost like a sound generating pedal. If you press it twice, if you double press it, it goes double the speed of the original loop. So I can press it twice, and then it's regular again, right? Just in reverse. But I want to take it half speed because it kind of creates this like synth-like drone effect. And then once you have that, in combination with the expression thing, you can kind of blend in this really cool like texture. Which again has like endless possibilities if you want to use it with maybe like a synth. Anything you can run through the pedal. So it's really cool. It also has a control out, so you can create like a they sell a separate kind of a push tempo, like a tap button thing that you can use, and you can make it a one-shot loop. So what that means is if you have like a live show or something and you want to create, you can even like load up a sound effect on there. And then you just hit a button, and then it'll play whatever is stored in that loop just one time, if you can set it that way. So there is actually like a lot of options for this that I think you commonly find on looper pedals that are a little bit more expensive. So really, for something with such a small pedal board footprint, there actually are a lot of different options you can have, especially when you kind of combine it with the expression pedal, and then maybe put it behind or in front of other pedals or even other instruments too. So again, thank you to MXR, thank you to Sweetwater for hooking it up, and make sure you click the link below to enter the contest, and hopefully we will ship one of these to you very soon. Also make sure to check the description for like the rules of the contest. Again, best of luck. Any questions or comments, hit me up in the comment section, Instagram, Twitter, or the website. I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks a lot.